What was the agrarian problem in the Roman Republic? Imagine a society built on small farms, where every citizen's livelihood depends on the land they till. Now picture that land gradually slipping away from the hands of the many into the pockets of the few. That's the core of the agrarian problem in the Roman Republic. It was a long-standing issue rooted in how land was owned and used. Over time, wealthy landowners, called aristocrats, took control of vast areas of public land, known as ager publicus. They often did this through informal means, leasing or occupying land without clear limits. Meanwhile, small farmers who used to work their own plots found themselves pushed off their land. Many could no longer compete with the large estates. As a result, they lost their farms and moved to the city in search of work. This created a big problem for Rome's social and economic stability. The city could not absorb all these new urban poor, leading to overcrowding and poverty. The agrarian issue was not just about land. It was about who could serve in the army. Small farmers owned property, which was necessary for military service. As land became concentrated in fewer hands, fewer citizens qualified to serve. This weakened Rome's military strength. The growing gap between the rich and the poor also fueled political conflicts. The plebeians, or common people, felt increasingly oppressed by the aristocrats. They wanted reforms to fix the land distribution and help the landless. Leaders like the Gracchi brothers pushed reforms in the 2nd century BCE. They proposed limits on how much land one person could hold and wanted to redistribute excess land to the poor. They also suggested giving land to the landless for hereditary use, with some restrictions. But these efforts faced fierce resistance from the Senate and wealthy landowners. The reforms were only partly carried out and soon lost momentum after the brothers' deaths. The land problem persisted, with many poor citizens remaining landless and dependent on state grain or urban jobs. Later reform proposals, like those from Servilius Rullus, also failed because of political opposition. In the end, the agrarian problem was a struggle over land ownership and use. It reflected larger social inequalities and threatened Rome's military and political stability. The conflict was between the interests of the wealthy landowners and the needs of the small farmers and landless poor. Repeated attempts at reform could not fully solve the issue. This ongoing struggle played a big role in the political conflicts of the Roman Republic and helped shape its history.